Wisconsin?
Yeah.
On Wisconsin? What do you think?
Do it.
Chase McSorley, is he going to lose 2 weeks in a row? No, right?
All right, we're live on YouTube now. Night, Kyle, Mr. Chai, and now we have our president, Mr. Butel, as our guest picker this week, making some picks. We all had a pretty bad week last week, except Kyle.
Except for me, 7-1.
Kyle went 7-1.
I told all of you, Mr. Chai with his second 4-4 week.
Let me remind Kyle that 7-1 is definitely not 8-0, right, Knight?
But I've also never gone 4-4 twice, or even once. So, anyways.
Either way, we're going to get going and start our picks now. First game we got, the Ohio State Buckeyes travel to play the Michigan State Spartans.
I have trouble picking a team that has lost to Purdue, but I'm going to have to anyways because Michigan State's been so up and down this season that I'm just going to have to go with Ohio State, and I think they'll play a little better than they have in their past 2 games. So Buckeyes, or the Nuts.
Ohio State needs to stop giving up big plays. Michigan State is not capable of making big plays, therefore I'm going to pick Ohio State. Ohio State was my pick, if you guys remember, to go all the way and lose to Alabama. There has to be somebody that loses to Alabama in the national championship. I thought it was going to be them. It's looking like Clemson's going to do it, but I still believe Ohio State has it in them if they could beat Michigan in that big showdown.
No doubt Ohio State takes it. Ohio State's getting ready for their yearly beat down in Michigan in a couple of weeks, and this is just ramping up. Urban Meyer, clearly one of the best coaches in college football.
Is this unbiased analysis? Is this just pure factual analysis right here?
Hey, Mr. UCLA, no more out of you. All right, let's go.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to pick Ohio State, but I'm going to have to. Dwayne Haskins has been unreal this year. That tough loss to Purdue.
And then they almost lost to Nebraska.
You know, Purdue is playing for a lot more in that game. So I think Ohio State's going to win this one against Michigan State. They don't have the power. Next game we got, Wisconsin travels to Happy Valley to play Penn State.
Wisconsin is just not good this year. Like, they were always a 1 or 2 loss teams. This year, they just can't seem to find it. Taylor's good, but other than that, there's not a lot of bright spots all over for the Badgers. So I'm going to have to go with the Nittany Lions. I don't see them losing 2 times in a row.
So I'm with you. Wisconsin is also, just like Ohio State, prone for that big home run play. They give up a lot of that. And Penn State's offense is built around having home run plays, and so I'm going to have to go with the Nittany Lions.
I love that we've got another Big Ten game here.
Oh, God.
Best conference.
Football is played. This is a game no one wants to win. All right, you've got Wisconsin, who has lost, then won, then lost, then won, and we know mathematical patterns always fit, so they're ready to lose. Penn State's horrible at home. They almost lost to Appalachian State.
App State was ranked at one point.
Yeah, App State was ranked.
Appalachian State. All right, they lost to OSU. They lost to Michigan State. The only team they've beaten at home is Kent State, and so this is going to be a tie. It's going to be 3-3. No one wants to win this game.
That's a bold prediction. I don't think we've ever had a tie.
Yeah.
No, we have not.
That's a bold prediction.
A tie,
Especially for a college game.
a tie counts as a loss because you pick a team to win, and a tie.
Stadium collapses, basically.
They're going to tie into infinity. That's going to be their punishment for being such bad teams this year.
They're going to be playing
They're just
on
going to play
Tuesday,
and then play and play. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Penn State. Totally not biased here. I just don't see Wisconsin coming back.
They're not biased.
They're typically biased, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Happy Valley's a hard place to play. McSorley got his touchdown thrown streak broken last week, and I think he's going to come out firing this week and try to get back. Next game we got is actually where game day is going to be. Clemson travels to play Boston College in Boston. Go ahead, Kyle.
Clemson has been playing good all year long. They played great last week. They demolished Louisville, and I think they're going to demolish Boston College here. Boston College may be 7-2, but they're still Boston College. Like, Boston College they're really not known for anything, but they're definitely not known for football except for Doug Flutie, right? He went to Boston College. So, yeah, I'm definitely going.
Matt Ryan, Luke Kuechly.
Well, I forgot about Kuechly and Ryan, but it doesn't matter. They're not good anyways. Clemson's definitely going to win.
I'm going to have to go on Clemson. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind, possibly playing himself into a second-place tie after Tua Tagovailoa, who is obviously going to win the Heisman, and he might be tied with with Dwayne Haskins as the second-best quarterback in the country.
Boston College is known for two things in football, Doug Flutie, and I suppose we'll give him Matt Ryan. This week they are not going to become known for a third thing, Clemson in an absolute rout.
Yeah, I think the only reason they chose this game in Boston College was because there's not really that many good games this week, I'm going to be honest.
Except for the next one. Let's go, Bruins!
That's not a good game.
Nah, it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm picking Clemson once again. But yeah, let's get into that game. UCLA, who is 2-7, plays Arizona State at Arizona State.
UCLA is just so bad. They're just so bad this year. I cannot pick them to win this game. Arizona State, they've been up and down, but I believe in Herm Edwards. Arizona State.
Said no ever NFL fan ever. I believe in Herm Edwards is not something that anybody that understands football has ever said in their entire life.
Hey, it's different. It's college.
Great.
It's college.
Yeah, I totally believe that you don't know anything about football, Kyle. Thank you again for proving that. This is going to be an 8-0 week because I think I am the only one to pick the Bruins.
Oh, you definitely are the only one.
Let me just say this: Herm Edwards is not a dynamic. He's not a dynamic coach. Chip Kelly is a dynamic coach. The Sun Devils have a very good defense. I'm going to give you that. They don't have the offense to hold. If UCLA plays the way, and granted, gentlemen, 7 times this season they have not played the way that they need to. Possibly 9 times this season they haven't played the way that they needed to.
It's going to be a 10th.
I will say tomorrow is the day where UCLA again upsets a Pac-12 South rival, and UCLA is going to win it in Tempe.
Yeah, Kyle and Knight, I am honored sharing this table with you. That's all I'm going to say. Kyle and Knight, I'm honored sharing this table with you.
Mr. Buto, I'm also at this table.
Kyle and Knight, I'm honored sharing this table with you. It is unbelievable to me that someone that's such a good teacher can be so misinformed, ill-advised, ill-equipped to pick football games. And it shows with this particular selection. UCLA could be the most boring team in college football.
Absolutely not.
And it's unbelievable that Chip Kelly, the master of the spread offense, has come to UCLA and runs a pro-style boring offense. Chip Kelly not doing a good job. UCLA players just not making it. Mr. Chai, don't know what to say. Bad.
Hey, basketball season's coming up, Chai, so at least you have that.
Going to win.
I think you were wrong. I think Rutgers is more boring than UCLA. That's a really
So
bad.
you're voting for UCLA?
No.
Why
If they were
not?
playing Rutgers,
If they were playing Rutgers, maybe.
UCLA.
No. No Big Ten team would ever lose to UCLA. Ever.
UCLA is the greatest football and sports school in the history of sports.
UCLA and its baby blue goes out. That's not football. It's touch football at best. Do they play 8-man football at UCLA, or is that tackle football? Kyle, can you help me?
I honestly don't know.
What I've seen, they have not tackled anyone all year. It's like touch.
I cannot wait again. It's happening. Mark my words.
I may just walk off the stage right now. Why do I have to share it with this? It's killing our It's killing your credibility
Eric
to have him as a.
When Eric Buto and I are fellow alums at the greatest sports institution ever known to mankind, you will change your tune.
Okay, first of all, Rutgers got blown out by Kansas.
All right, let's stop talking about Rutgers.
Let's talk about. Okay, so for this game, Arizona State completely dominated Utah. Utah completely dominated UCLA. UCLA has no chance in this game. Arizona State's going to win this one big. Next game we're going to move to the NFL now. Falcons travel to Cleveland to play the Browns.
Cleveland, the Browns, they're terrible. They lost to the Raiders, who are probably even worse than them at this point. And Atlanta's on the rise again. They're playing very well at this point, so definitely going to have to go with the Falcons.
Falcons are going up. The Browns, I think they made the right decision firing Hugh Jackson, but you're not going to reap the benefits of that against a team that's on the rise.
So, here's the way I see it. I am so proud of my boys in Cleveland. They've given us an October to remember, which is something we haven't been able to say since they came back to Cleveland. They played a meaningful game in October. Yes, they did. They played a meaningful game in October, but now we're back to the good old Browns. It's time for us to fight for that number one draft choice come November. This is the Falcons in a rout. It kills me to say it, but it's a rout.
300.
Yeah, I'm picking the Falcons too. The Falcons are on fire right now. Ain't no way the Browns are going to stop that. Mayfield's going to have too much pressure. They can't even block for him. Next game, the Saints coming off that big win against the Rams, travel to play the Bengals in Cincinnati.
All right, I think this game might be closer than what people think, but I'm still picking the Saints to win this one, especially with A.J. Green out. There's really no chance the Bengals are going to win, but I think they keep it somewhat close. So going with the Saints. Also, why did the Saints pick up Des Bryant? Like, how is that helping them?
Good point.
How is that helping them?
Point.
The Rams have one of the best defenses in the league, and they weren't able to stop Drew Brees. There's no way Cincinnati can have 22 players on defense. They will not be able to stop Drew Brees. The Saints in a rout.
A little known fact. The Saints do not travel well to cold weather. Their record in cold weather games, which we know Ohio will be, cold weather, their record in cold weather games is not good. Number two, the Dallas Cowboys have infected the NFL in many ways, and I agree with you, Kyle. I think Des Bryant joining the New Orleans Saints will be the Dallas infection.
Yeah, that might hurt them.
New Orleans is going down.
Sean Payton is.
Yeah, because that chemistry is going to go. I think that's going to hurt them with Des being there. And also, Brian isn't that good.
You got to believe in Sean Payton. He's an incredible coach.
Yeah, I mean, even with Bryant signing with them, I still think the Saints are going to win this one big. The Bengals are 5-3, and I don't.
Des Bryant is a top-tier receiver.
No, if he was a top-tier receiver, he would have been picked up in the offseason, not in week 10.
Let's work on our tenses, Mr. Chai. Is that present tense or past tense? Is or was?
Is.
Is.
Has been or was?
Is.
Take your choice.
Is.
I'm still picking the Saints. But, yeah, no.
So much.
I gotta say, this is the most hostile college game we've ever had, and there's only one factor that has changed. It's either Old Crimson or Mr. Buteau. I'm not sure which one it is.
I've got some pent-up hostilities. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I have to listen every week to this. I walk by. I'm trying to have a nice Friday afternoon, and I have to listen to you, Mr. China. I respect you so much, but it's too much. UCLA, it's too much. All right? Jeez. All right, here we go.
All right, quick picks right now. Eagles, Cowboys.
Eagles.
I'm picking the Eagles as well. And then finally, we have our game, which is going to be tonight.
Eagles!
Let's just do some quick score predictions.
I'm picking the Eagles again, but the BCHS Eagles 41-14.
Ooh. I am going to go with, I don't see us getting into the red zone and stalling, because 41 would suggest that we've kicked the field goal. I don't see us stalling. I'm going to go with 49-7.
Mr. Chai, we agree.
Wow.
Let's go!
Eagles are going to fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly!
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly!
And we got, what did you say, Mr. Chai?
49-7.
49.5 to 7.5.
I'm going to go
One up them. 50-8.
I'm going to go 48-7.
What is that? 48?
Yeah, I think we might miss an extra point or something.
No. 6 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
No.
There you go.
That's SAT math right there.
We're not hitting field goals.
That's SAT math.
Why did you have to bring up SAT on our college game day?
Rosick has the best hands and possibly is the most dominant tight end in this division. There's no way we stall in the red zone.
I think that's all we have for this game day. I'm Knight, Kyle, Mr. Child. Thank you to Mr. Buteau for being our guest picker.
No.
We'll see you guys next week.